Hey guys, Dingo here. How the bloody hell are you? Ready for some clash? Let's dive in. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. This new Siege machine is crazy, guys. I've been playing with it for one day, and I think it's the best Siege machine in the game. Wow, what can I say? It's pretty OP, guys. You know, I haven't 3-starred with it every time, by no means, but gee whiz, the couple of times I haven't, it's probably been my own fault for silly mistakes. Yeah, we'll have a little look at some of my attacks from yesterday. Again, only started using it yesterday, and I started with just 2 friendly attacks against one of my own bases, and felt like, right, I think I understand how this thing works, so let's get in there and try it out. Right, so let's dive in to some replays, guys. So what I've been doing, I'll go right back to when the update actually dropped. I believe that would be it right there on this very attack, because we see the new Super Dragons. So my first try with the Super Dragons, 95%, not bad. Second try, 80%. Again, we're trying to figure out what's the best thing to use with these things. So we started off with a bit of a mix of lightning and so forth to zap out some air defenses. I felt like if I could take out 2, these things are going to crush the base with just 2 left. So it wasn't quite the case, but anyway, so we tried a few different things in the clan castles, different siege machines, and we weren't quite hitting the 3-star, guys. So that was my first play with the Super Dragon. Then I introduced this bad boy, the Flame Flinger. First try, 3 stars, guys. This Flame Flinger is epic. So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all of these attacks are Flame Flinger. Excellent. So we've got 6 on this account, guys. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the very first one and we'll have a look at how I used it. Alright. So, and note, I've got hogs in the clan castle because I feel like the speed of those moving, because the thing I've found with this siege machine is it stays up forever, guys. If you place it well and protect it, it just stays up for the whole attack, even though it's bleeding life. It's pretty amazing. I'm loving it so far. And yes, you would have noted this lovely 1-star. I know you all saw it. that was all on me. That was Warden walking a flying Warden. It doesn't work, guys. So hence the 1-star. Totally blew that one. But we'll have a look. Why not? So let's find again. There we go. Mr. Dillo. Now, I'll tell you what, that name could have gone wrong. What can I say? That was a scary one to read out. So let's look at how I approach this base. The first thing I do is I set up a Warden walk over here. And that's going to funnel that side of the base, guys. And then I send the Flame Flinger in at the top. And that's going to funnel that side of the base. Basically, this is exactly what I've been doing. I've tried a mix of several different armies, but with the same base concept of funneling the base with a Warden walk and the Flame Flinger in another corner. Now you look at that, guys. Look at the funnel this is set up. This is just nuts. Now this time I decided to try and marry the Warden up with my heroes by bringing them in on the side and then sending all the flying units right up the middle here. As you can see, I get some rage onto them, just move them into the core a bit quicker, and I freeze up some of these key defenses just to slow them down, cut off some of their damage dealing potential. And then as you can see, we're just moving through pretty well at this point. I'm a bit worried about that town hall because it's still up, and I'm like, I don't know much about these troops, so are they going to make it or not? So I start spell spamming the center a little, as you can see. But look at them, they're just moving on through, guys. We've got the Royal Champ down here working her magic, and look at that, it just popped then. And in come the hogs sweeping around the back end of the base to support. A little late, but as you can see, they're in time to at least take effect on the back end defenses, and that's what I want them in there for. Now, it was this attack where I actually did think I could do with a splash of cleanup in that clan castle as well, because hogs tore straight past all of that, leaving quite a few structures behind. So that's why I've moved a couple of whiz and a couple of archers into my clan castle with just the 7 hogs now, and I'm finding it's pretty good. It's a successful mix, guys. So like I said, we'll speed this up a little. We know it's a 3-star. It's a very close one, this one, guys, as you can see. The king and the warden clutch it up with our little robotic doggy friend. He's the ultimate VIP of this attack, guys. And boom, he gets it done. He brings home my first 3-star with Super Dragon. So I was pretty happy about that. Alright, let's jump back. Now we're going to have a look at the next one. Now that was that fella, so Dish 2, I believe, is this person's player name. So we'll jump in. Now I can't remember these attacks, so we'll remember as we go along. Alright, so again, this time I've got a king coming in the top. This is the old habits on this style of base. I love breaking in with a king on the corner because there's nothing to distract him. He'll just go straight in. There's no outside buildings, guys. So then I start trying to work a little bit of a funnel to the left, obviously. And again, same principle. We're trying to cut off 2 sides of this base so the majority of our forces go straight into the center. Alright, so I've brought the queen in and some healer support on her. I'm fired off the king's ability, so I've pretty much cleared that entire side of the base, as you can see. And now we've got the flinger in here. Now remember, this is like the 2nd time I've used this thing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm still figuring this out, guys. From what I've seen, I've had a little look around YouTube. I don't think many people have done much with this siege machine yet as far as content. So hey, maybe we're ahead of the game here, guys. But what can I say? I used it, I think the grand total is about 19 times now in the last 24 hours, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. Yeah. So anyway, we're moving in with our big heavy units, and we're spell spamming our way in with some freeze and rage because again, we're a bit concerned about getting this town hall. But it goes down, and we got quite a few units still up. We've got the queen, very healthy under healers. We've got several of these big ass dragons dying on me as I say. They're still flying. Yes, no, that guy goes down. There we go. So again, we've got the healers, the heroes are still up. No, they're not. They're going down too. We've got the queen. And look at this siege, guys. It's been down forever and it's still going. It's insane. So the queen's probably under a bit of duress at this point, but I don't pop the siege quite yet. Can't remember if I popped this manually or not. Pretty sure I did. Look at this queen just hanging on for dear life. There she goes. And out come the hogs to save the day, guys. Here they come. Ripping through. This space is done. So again, this is very early trials of this new siege machine and new troops, and the success has been there for the most part. It's a cool mechanic, and I pretty much will just call it the funneling siege machine because that's what it does, guys. It is crazy how well it funnels out at the side of the base. Now it is vulnerable to ground expos. Those things tear it up. So you're gonna have to try and avoid corners or areas of the base that have those. Yeah, I've done some testing around that. Definitely you get torn apart. It goes down pretty quick. If it is under fire, it dies pretty fast. So you got to protect it a little. noticed it's also very good at taking down walls. So if you want to take a couple of little witches or something just to support it initially, those skellies and so forth can move into those compartments when those initial walls come down. So it's just something to think about as well, guys. Alright, so we'll jump into another attack. That was that guy. Alright, so do we look at the fail? Do we waste our time with fails? Of course we do. Why not? We'll show the world we get it wrong. So as you can see, I had the same concept. I thought I'd come in here, I'll get all this value from this guy over here, is the basic thought. And I thought, and I'll ward and walk out this section of the base over here, all of this business, and then I can just cruise on through. Now when you put down a flying warden, you got to change your plan pretty quick, and clearly there he is, Mr. Flying Warden. Now thankfully I noticed at least and didn't dump my healers on him. But yeah, it was like, okay, panic stations, get the queen down, get the healers on her, and try and cut through the middle. I was trying to basically get my warden back in the fight with the main army at this point. Then I started panicking that he was going to get shot down by air defenses. It was like, it just went to pieces, guys. Yeah, I did not do very well on this attack, I will say. But as you can see, you know, we pushed on. We started to get some units coming around the top here because of the heroes here, and I thought between them and the siege, maybe we still stand a little hope here. What can I say? Forever believing that I can still save it. Doesn't matter how bad an attack goes, you gotta always go, no, I can still save this, guys. Don't just give in. Keep fighting on. You'll be surprised how many you can turn around. This wasn't one of them, okay? But as you can see, what have we got? 30 odd seconds. I'm a desperate man. This darn thing's just killing me off. If that was a multi, maybe I would have had a chance. I don't know. But yeah, 20 seconds. Let's speed it up. We know I don't get there. So there you go. But that's not the new army's fault. That is my fault. I made that mistake. So I discount that result. Jump in. Yep. People want things here, there, everywhere. Alright. I better replace those quickly. Alright. Let's look at the next one. So that was our fail. And sorry, I'm just checking that the camera's still live. It's had a tendency to die on me over the streams. If you've seen my previous work, you will know what I'm talking about when I mentioned sleeping Dingo. It's yeah, a bit sad, but so far so good. We're still alive over here. Okay, so Vlamar, I believe that is. Let's have a look what we did to this base. Okay, so it's a 14, so that's good. Now, because I know there is 1 or 2 13s or whatever somewhere amongst these attacks today. So now this is a common base. You'll recognise this base. I've fought it so many times over the last couple of years. So it's a new approach for this base, and it works well. Again, funneling out the corner with a ground warden. Very key, guys. Alright, so he's making the funnel over there. We've got this guy coming in, the Mr. Flame Flinger. Holy bat balls, Batman. We can barely see this. Alright, so we've got a couple of super minions. I think they're really handy to help with the funnel, actually. I only activated them primarily to do our defensive war clan castles to help out. But I've been using a couple just to help with the setup of the funnel, and it works really well. Alright, so as you can see, this base is pretty well funneled up. You know, a couple of the air defenses are gone now. And we're moving in, guys. We've got the big boys coming in to smash up this base. We've got some rage flying down. We're going to get that warden ability going any moment now, I believe. The crazy man, he's holding it. Boom. We're through. The town hall's down. and this base is practically toast already. And look at the units we've still got in the air, guys. Look how many super dragons are still moving through. We've still got a queen under healers. We've got a freeze spell still. We've got a royal champ almost full health. Not for much longer though, because she's just gone face to face, toe to toe with the king. That doesn't work out well for her. But look at this, guys. Look at the sheer volume of troops. Do the maths. 40 spaces on each of these dragons. That's 120 units up in the air at the moment, and that's not including all the healers. Full queen hasn't used ability. Like, this is crazy, guys. That base is crushed. So good. And yes, I'm starting to get a feel for these units now, I'm thinking to myself. So we plow on to the next one, which would be this guy. So what level is my friend here? 10 or 14. Solid base. How do we approach it? Same deal, guys. We are going to, I believe, we come in up this end. Yep. Now, a big key. You've got to try and avoid, as I said earlier, ground expos, and you've got to stay away from clan castles, and you've got to stay away from heroes. With this two-prong funnel between that Flame Flinger and a Warden Warp, if you can stay away from those things, you're just going to open the base up. Now you want a little bit of cleanup support early around the Flame Flinger as well, because it disregards everything other than defenses. So as you can see, it moves itself into the base and it leaves all these things behind. So a little bit of funnel, I guess cleanup troops around that is ideal. So we're going to bring the main forces through the middle again. Now I've been bringing a jump, you might have noticed as well. That's so I can get my king and queen in there to support the dragons. I don't want them stuck on the outside. I want them in there in the fight. You know, that gets them in amongst that warden ability as well. And I think I just get better value from them. So as you can see, spamming out those rage spells and so forth as per usual, dropping some freeze. And we're moving through this base like it's nothing. And this was a strong looking 14, guys, but it offers little resistance, let's be honest. We're just moving through it. I gotta say, like, look at all of these super dragons still in the air. We still got super minions still flying around. We've got great healthy heroes. We've got a siege machine. This is nuts, guys. This is so good. I'm loving this siege machine. And again, this is just one army we're using here today, guys. Well, that I'm demonstrating right now. I did use a couple of different armies on my other accounts, and we will get to them in a moment. So as you can see, late hogs again. Like, they didn't even need to turn up. I've had a few attacks now also where the siege survives the entire attack. Don't need new CC troops for the next attack because you don't lose them. It's really cool. Now I'm going to have to wet the whistle a few times, guys, because talking this much, man, I'm not a big talker, I've got to tell you. Takes everything I've got to do this, so bear with me, guys. Alright. So, where are we at? We just did that one, didn't we? Ultimate Warrior? I believe so. I've forgotten already. A little too excited about this one, guys. Let's have a quick look at this guy. I think he's the last one to look at. Told you there was a 10 or 13 in there somewhere. So look. Ah, yes. Yes, that's right. This was my first attack this morning. And I gotta admit, sometimes I do this when I'm feeling a little bit unsure of myself. I'll hit low just to build that confidence with a new attack. It's not a bad way of going about things, guys. It's something I've thought about when it comes to moving into a new town hall level as well. Like if you come into a new town hall level, like say you've gone 10 or 10 up to town hall 11, and you're running around fighting town hall 11s wondering why you can't 3-star them. It's because you're new, guys. You can't do it. So same principle to new attacks. When you're learning something new, don't be embarrassed to hit a little lower every now and then. It's a wonderful confidence booster to do a little bit of a bully hit, as we call it in my clans. And yeah, it's a great way to get my day started. Not so great for Judea here, but you know, he's probably used to being getting hit by Channel 14s all the time. It's the way the game works, guys. So as you can see, it's really not a massive challenge to move through this base with Channel 14 troops and spells and so forth. But another example of this thing still up. I think it's about to pop just in time to send hogs across the base to attack. Next to nothing, because the base is done. Yeah, okay, so again, just hogs dancing around, showing off their shiny hammers and their potentially prize winning beacon. Boom. Alright. So, that is this account. We can now jump and have a look at a different use of, well, actually it's pretty much the same use, it's just a different army combination. Alright, let's have a look. What have I been doing? So again, I think it's about 6 attacks on this account. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that is the 6th. Yeah, so we've got a log launcher here. And we've got a Flame Flinger here. So, first try, let's dive in. We have a bit of a super bowler, normal bowler, bash type army going on here. Again, with the ward and walk and the Flame Flinger. So let's jump on in and have a look at this replay, guys. Okay, again guilty, another Town Hall 13, but when this would have been my first attack on this account, so probably only my second try using the new siege. So again, this is what I recommend. Start simple, gain some confidence with the new meta, the new army that you're using. Nothing like a 3-star to get some confidence going, guys. And quite frankly, it's you can take it at a more casual pace, hitting down a level. So I think it gives you a chance to really learn the mechanics of the flow of troops, the order to put them down, because it's new. So it's not like you've got any muscle memory or brain memory on how the order to do this. So yeah, going low every now and then is a great way to formulate good rhythm with a new attack. So as you can see, we've funneled out the top there, we've funneled out the bottom, and we're moving into the center. Now I don't get through these walls, so you'll see the troops do move up and around. Yeah, it wasn't great pathing, but between all of them coming around the top here, I bring the Royal Champion to support. We've got this Flame Flinger still doing work down the bottom here. And we're pretty much done with the base already, guys. There's not a lot left to protect it. I've realised I haven't even deployed my balloons here. I've got bloody super wall breakers and spells, and yeah, again, it's a bully hit. It's a 14 hitting a 13. It is what it is, guys. But we've got to learn somehow, don't we? Alright. So as you can see, this one is Cactus. I'm going to speed it up a little. Alright, we'll move on to the next guy. Let's go. Yes, I believe Lion. Alright, we'll have a look at Lion. What did we do here? So this is a bit better. It is a Town Hall 14. I do prefer to hit my own strength. I just think it's more challenging. Now this has probably been hit prior to me, just going by all the little tombstones, so it's probably got an empty clan castle. I couldn't tell you from memory. But again, same principle. Ward and walk up the top here. I want to get as much value as I can. I'm thinking the scatter shot would be awesome, and I'm thinking the scatter shot down south would be awesome from the Flame Flinger. So that's sort of my early thought. As you see, I do freeze that up because I'm a bit concerned of the damage it's doing I'm not a warden walk expert by any means. I'm very new to warden walking, so high damage units like that, I sort of go, oh, I don't know, can the warden handle that? Is he going to get killed by it? Because I don't want to lose him. So as you can see, I've used a bit of spell support. I've dropped a rage, I've dropped some freeze. I think he's worth it. Now as you can see, I'm going to start moving the main forces into the middle here, because again, look at the funnel we've set. It is mad. Now this Flame Flinger is going to just help with this funnel a bit further down the road. As you can see, we've managed to drag the warden and healers into the main bunch, and we move into the center yet again. Like, this is nuts, guys. We've got some spell support, fire off the warden ability. The core's gone. It's nowhere to be seen. We've got the Flame Flinger still cruising along. We bring in the Royal Champ up north just to support that part of the push. And it's just not much base left, guys, and this Flame Flinger is still just tooting along down the side of the base, not a care in the world, while the rest of the army's just tearing into it like a madman. This is crazy. I don't know, guys. I think it's probably a little OP. I think they'll nerf it, to be honest. It's like, look at this. Half the time I see the hogs come, I go, where the hell did they come from? What the hell? And then I go, oh yeah, that's right, I've got a siege machine still. Well, I had until very recently. Like, look at the numbers I've got here, guys. This is crazy. So I don't know, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to use this new thing as much as I can until they nerf it, because it's coming, guys. Get in while you can. That nerf is inbound. There's no way they're leaving this that powerful. We'll look at this one now. Again, it's a decent base. And I'm just going to tear through it. You watch. We've opened up a wall. Got the Flame Flinger over here. So the mortar can reach it. As you can see, the mortar reaches the Flame Flinger. So it's a bit of a showdown, but the mortar is no challenge. Boom, gone. And look at, see how those walls open up as well? So I've got the witch in there supporting. And again, back down this side, we've got the warden opening up his part of the funnel. This is just so cool, guys. I can't, like, seriously, the smile on the face. This is such a great siege machine. It works with so many armies. It's just the same concept. If you can find a way to funnel two sides of a base like this and then send 90% of your army straight through the base afterwards, wow, it's so powerful. It's so cool. YouTube's going to blow up with this stuff, guys. I'm glad. I'm super happy to be one of the first to be doing something this informative on the new troops. I don't think there's a lot out there yet that I could see. So yeah, please, you know, tell your friends about this video, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Support this new little channel we've got here, guys. We've got some great content coming your way in the future. I'm going to do a welcome to series for every town hall level. I've started that with town hall 6 and town hall 7, a little just a little dally into that. And look, we'll do it right across the board, guys. We'll get across every town hall level. I'll show you my favorite attacks at every level. Just tried and tested armies that just work straight out the box. Too easy. You guys can learn to do it too. And like I said, look at this. Base is owned. It's gone. To be honest, this is the first time I've felt like town hall 14 borderline easy. And that's how good this siege machine is. Yeah, it's just crazy good, guys. Alright, let's have a look at another one. What can I say? I know there's a lot of replays, but this is just really going to show you guys how powerful this is. And look, here we go. This is one where I didn't get the job done. So let's look at the fail. Now I look at this now and I go, I think I should have warden walked the top and put the Flame Flinger down south here. So I think, to me, I think I've gotten that arse end backwards. I think it would have made a big difference. Again, Is it the right choice for this base? Maybe not. But again, I'm just pushing with this particular army because I want to learn how to use it. So with that will come fails. Simple as that, guys. So again, I am trying to set up a funnel to bring everything in through. I don't know why I'm waving my arm around like that, because you guys can't see that. Maybe we need to think about that for future videos. How can we show things like that off? But as you can see, it's up there. It's found itself some hidden Teslas, but it's still sitting out of range. And it's moving straight through that. And right after, we try and jump our way into the core. Now I probably could have let that Flame Flinger just ride on a little longer. I probably rushed this one a bit, guys. So yeah, I don't know, a few things I could have done differently on this attack. So again, we are learning at this point how to use them. You know, it wasn't a terrible attack. It's still a decent 2-star. But it wasn't quite the result we've been seeing on all those other attacks. So as you can see, we're still going to move through and get this town hall pretty easily. And we got a little bit of troop support. This thing's still going. Here it goes. Pop. Troops out. And as you can see how my mindset was for that. It's the hogs will take out the defenses. And then we got a bit of cleanup support after them. So I don't know. I think that's a pretty decent clan castle mix. It's not going to work every time, but none will, guys. It doesn't matter what mix you go for. So then we're stuck with a little warden walk, and you know what? We've also got ourselves a fast forward button, because no one really wants to watch an attack fizzle out like this. It's not that much fun. Alright, so what can we do? That was the fail. So that leaves us 2 more to look at, guys. So we've got douchebaggery here, and well, Mr. Douchebag, we're gonna do you over, son. So here we come. Now I've dropped it in, it's under fire instantly. Poor option. So I freeze it up. Now look how fast it lost health, guys. I really got that one wrong. I get the witch out in front to try and protect what's left of it. At this point I'm going, oh no, this is a rescue job. Oh no. So I still go forward with the same plan. Start warden walking the top of the base. I know that this thing's going to pop way earlier than I wanted it, but that's fine. It's still managing to funnel that side of the base, guys. So it's still done its job. It's just that it's going to release the CC troops way sooner than I would have liked. So, and I would have loved a little more value out of it, obviously. So at this point, it's like, well, let's get them in there. Let's see if we can rescue this thing. So we head in with our main forces. We quake out the guts of the base. We jump in, and we start spell spamming again. We start throwing out some of the hero abilities in a hope that we survive somehow. Bam goes the warden ability to give everyone eternal life for all of about 5 seconds. And for the most part, I think we're through. Got the queen moving in on the single. It's going to make short work of that. We've got plenty of troops on the middle single. And if they can get out of that town hall poison, which they're slowly moving out of, then we just got this king giving us a bit of grief in the middle. Now I bring this wizard in late as a cleanup, guys. He comes in because there's a lot of work to be done up in that corner. To be honest, at this point of the attack, I'm thinking, not a hope, guys, not a hope. I'm not getting a 3-star here. And yet, I think we did, didn't we? Going from memory, I think this was a 3-star replay. So let's have a look how it unfolds, because you would think there's, you know, you got this little dude hammering around this bad boy. You've got a pretty healthy queen. But we've got a fair amount of strength rolling around here, guys, with those healers on them as well, and a queen ability, and a freeze. Yeah, there was never really a danger. Maybe time was a factor, but with this little VIP wizard working overtime, our cleanup was good as well. So, that's the thing. This was not a good attack, guys. I stuffed up the opening, and we still rolled it. So I think yet again it speaks to the strength of this siege machine. I by no means am a pro player. I'm a amateur, just like most of the people that would happen to fall upon my little clips. You know, I can't claim to be as good as the guys that I see streaming, but hey, this is why I want to bring you this content, guys. You too, as a fellow amateur player, can do these things, especially with OP troops like this siege machine. So let's have a quick look. I think that was the last one. Or was it? No, it was not, because we failed on the last one. And you know what? For once, I am going to skip this fail, because we've got a couple other replays to have a look at. Let me just find... Made a couple of notes earlier, guys, just to make this video a little cleaner. So that was 1, 2. Alright, so we've got 2 attacks that we've done on another channel 14 of mine. That was my number 3 account. And this one I did with Yetis, apparently. So let's have a look. So some douchebag has attacked my base. Damn them. And their loot stealing ways. Nothing much happening there. We'll do a little bit of a clean-up team. Alright, let's get in there. So what do we got? 2 attacks. That is definitely not one of them. So that's a fail using the log launcher there, guys. Ah, here we go. Flame Flinger. And I believe that one. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at these 2, guys. So we've got Flame Flinger here. And I've used Yeti as the main strike force here. So again, same concept, same approach. We've got a Channel 14 here. Perfect candidate for this style of attack. So we're going to again come in with the Flame Flinger here out at 9 o'clock. It's going to take care of these early defenses on this side of the base. And then I'm just going to walk out the 6 o'clock portion with the Warden. Now you'll note, see how I haven't come in up around these heroes, and I've tried to stay away from the clan castle. So again, you got to be really aware of heroes, clan castles, and ground expos. They are all bad juju for this setup. So if you can avoid those things, if you find bases like this is just a no-brainer. Like, look at it, it is setting up such a great funnel again. Main force is right in the middle. Does it outrange? Look at that, it outranges the Warden. Now, not much outranges the Warden in this game, I tell you. That's epic. Look at it go. Just straight into the guts, guys. Bit of spell support. Yetis galore. This base has almost got no hope of defending itself against this. Send in the Royal Champ up north to help support that side of the push. We're through the guts of the base. The Queen's churning it up. She's going to go into ability any moment. Boom. That'll finish off the Queen. It'll finish off the scatter shot. No, it won't. The Queen's dead. But anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? Because look at this thing. It's firing blanks. It's so excited. Look at it. Shazam. Boom. Fire, baby. Fire. It's so slow. But it's so powerful. Thank God it is slow, guys, because quite frankly it's so OP. Like, look how much army still running around here. This is crazy times. Super crazy. I can't get over how powerful this army is. Well, this siege machine with any army apparently. As you can see, I've used it with a few combinations now, guys. And it just keeps delivering. Same approach, different armies through the middle of the base, but you tell me, it just seems to work, guys. So we'll have another look at another replay, which was this last one I did. Yes, let's have a look. What were we fighting this time? Okay. So where did I enter? I'm thinking, yeah, I figured I think if you can target an eagle artillery in this way, it's a great use of the siege machine. It really is. Like, look at the value I get up here. It's unfortunate I pretty much always lose my owl quickly with these warden walks, so I'd like to think of a solution for that. Yeah, just gets shot down so quick, and it is a great tool. If you could keep it alive somehow, pop something down in the comments, guys, if you've got ideas on that. And again, don't forget, like and subscribe if you like what you see me doing here. Support the channel, guys. Yeah, anyway, enough of that self-promoting crap. Let's get on with this. Look at these guys go in. Again, funnel set up pretty well. They'll fire. Got the witch supporting again. You'll see that's a pretty common theme. I like the witch to support the little flame flinger. It's flaming fantastic. And look, troops all moving into the center. Heaps of units still up. Queen working hard in the middle there. Gotta admit, I was a bit nervous at this point. I believe I was thinking, oh no, everything's going to dodge the town hall, but I think, again, got to be patient with the flame flinger. You got to give it that opportunity to really open up its side of the funnel. If you think the warden walk's slow, the flame flinger's slower. It really is. But look, get them down fast. Get them down real fast. Get a little bit of support in there for the flame flinger. I found, again, a couple of those super minions seem to be like excellent support. Witches, things like that. Even a wizard and a couple of archers just to support taking down those trash buildings at the start of the attack. All of these things really do help with time management of the strike. But as you can see, again, look how many units are still up, guys. This is borderline not fair. That guy didn't stand a chance. Alright, so what account are we looking at next? Number 4, guys. We've got some attacks over there. So again, this is another of my Town Hall 14 accounts. I have pretty much only played on Town Hall 14 with this attack. It's only been around a day, guys, so there's only so many strikes I can do whilst trying to learn something new for you guys to learn from as well. So let's have a quick look. How many did I do? I did 2. Let's see, that one and that one. So the latest 2 on this account. Alright, let's have a look at the first one. Okay, I love this base. Look at that. That is so like Optimus Prime or something like that, isn't it? It's definitely a robot face. That's such a cool looking base. Hence I had to smash it. Can't have a cool base like that and leave you standing. Pity the fool. Alright, so here we come again. Flame Flinger in at we'll say 9 o'clock. We've got the Warden Walk up here. And that's when I realised, oh no, we don't have a Warden Walk because we have no healers. So I panic and go, crap, get support down and protect the Warden. You're kind of losing, you idiot. So we trash some buildings here, some walls, sorry. We send in the main strike and we move our way into the middle of the base pretty well. Even though we've made that mistake at the beginning, we've managed to scramble our way back into a good fighting position moving through this base. So the Warden fires off his ability to keep good strength early. I lose my Royal Champ there, unfortunately, a bit late with a freeze, but the Queen steps up to support late. And then what we've got here is a crap ton of troops moving through and a town hall that can't defend itself, guys. So I hadn't noticed until it got to about that point that the town hall was even upgrading. So I was like, oh, panic over, I'm through. We're going to get this one easy enough. But nonetheless, cool base design, whatever your name is. I certainly can't pronounce that. I can barely pronounce English words. So alright, we are pretty much through here. I'm going to speed it up just for the sake of the video, guys, so we can get a few more replays snuck in. And there we go, we are through Optimus Prime's head. Excellent. And now we'll dive straight in to the second attack from this account. And what is that against? This guy. Okay. Again, same approach. I know, broken record, guys, but here we go. We're going to open up with the funneling troops either side. Boom, Flame Flinger trashing this end. Got the Water and Walk trashing through here. At this point I'm feeling a little more confident facing up against a scatter shot with my Water and Walk. I had done a couple now and I'm going, okay, he can survive it, so believe in him. He's strong enough. Again, as long as you stay away from these nasty things, guys. That and heroes, and there's no heroes here, so that has made this one a little easier, obviously. But heroes or no heroes, I believe I'd still roll through this because this is insane. Again, see, I could have waited a little longer for the funnel to set up from the Flame Flinger. Gee, say that too many times, guys. Flame Flinger, Flame Flinger. Start to sound like I'm German or something. I know. Oh yes, it is a Flame Flinger. So here we go. We're nearly through again. Super powerful, guys. Really is. I couldn't even tell you how many attacks is this I've shown you now. 6, 12, 14. This is like the 16th hit. It's crazy, and I think what? Maybe 2 weren't 3 stars, and they were both pretty much my own fault anyway. But yeah, this is a no-brainer, guys. This attack is crazy good. Give it a try, mix it up as I've done. I've used, as you've seen, I've used Yetis, I've used Witch Bowler combinations, I've used Super Bowler combinations, I've used Super Dragon combinations. I don't think there's an army you couldn't use with this setup. It's freaking crazy good. Alright, let's have a look. We'll jump over, we'll have a little look at my one of my Town Hall 13s, my 5th account. Now I have done only the 2 strikes at Town Hall 13 with this siege. We've got this guy here, I believe, yes, so we'll have a look. Just dive straight in, guys, no mucking about. Town Hall 13 base, decent, looks alright, but we're going to dive in and have a go at it. So this is one of those learning moments where I go, probably should have done this the other way around again, because you watch this. This actually catches the Flame Flinger with its range. Now I've had another attack since where it's sat outside the range, so I don't know if that was a bit of an AI mechanics fail or something, I'm not sure. But I don't know, it's made me worry about putting the Flame Flinger in near Inferno Towers, because look at this, it's getting hit from 2 sides now. At this point I'm like, oh no, I've got this wrong. Again, this is my first try of the Flame Flinger at Town Hall 13. I'm like, yep, you've stuffed it. So at this point it's panic stations, get everyone up the middle, join the hogs here because you're going to lose them anyway. So I figured, look, I'm going to send everything up the guts, I'm going to try and reel the Warden back in. Hopefully I've done enough over here to grab his attention, and then I'm going to send my Royal Champ at this Inferno Tower that has absolutely stuffed my attack at this point. So well, really wasn't the Inferno Tower's fault, was it, that I made some mistakes. So as you can see, I've cleaned up that side. I'm moving through, firing off Warden abilities just to try and keep those guys near the Town Hall healthy. And at this point I'm thinking, oh, maybe I've rescued it, maybe we're okay, guys. So we've got the Royal Champ coming in, a little offline with my poison there. I was hoping to pick up those skellies. You know, for the most part it did help. And we're through, guys. Even with that terrible, terrible start, we're going to make our way through this base. Now, not with tons of army left or anything, but it's still a decent base. It's one of those painful designs. And we rolled through with our first try. Boom, down she goes. We'll speed it up, guys, just to this little bit here, because this little bit's pretty cool. So the Queen's all about managing that ability, waiting for her to encounter that Royal Champ, and boom, ability, you die, sucker. And at this point I know, yes, I've got it. Definitely got it. That's going down. Boom. We're through. Alright. And we've got one more attack, but this one's a special treat. This was my first little dive into war with said siege machine. So let's have a look at how that went. Replay. So again, Channel 13 strike. Let's pause it for a moment. Let you take that base in, guys. So what do you think I'm likely to do with everything I've shown you in the last, I don't know how many attacks? How am I likely to approach this base, do you think? So many thoughts. Well, I come in over here, guys, because what I'm thinking, and at this point I must admit I had forgotten about the Inferno Tower having range on me the last time I tried this. So I do actually come in over here, and that's because I was a bit concerned I'd take fire the second I put down over here. So I thought the Warden's better in that corner, just because he's under healers, he can handle it. I figured this corner I can probably get away with. So I don't know, that was my thought. And then I thought, well, if we can just cut all this section off and all this section off, and then move main forces through the center. At this point I'm thinking I probably don't need the super wall breakers, but it's just habit to have them there. I figure probably not going to hurt to have them, so I roll with it. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so first we get our little siege in again and get him right on the edge where he's nice and safe. And look at the range, look at it, just outside the Archer Tower's range. Perfect. So that, as again, opens up those walls. We'll bring the Warden in. We've got the Cocoa Loon to protect those healers just in case there's a seeking air mine. And look at this, we just take our time, don't want to rush it. A great tip, guys, be aware of the area these troops are going into. Have a proper scout and look at what are potential dangers they're going to run into if you lose focus on them. That's something I'm trying to learn to do. And like right now I'm thinking I've lost track of the Warden. That's easy to lose them off to their own little ideas if you let them go too far. So you got to know when to reel them back in with the rest of your troops. So I think I picked it pretty well on this one. So we move into the middle with our super bowlers and so forth. We've got some loons in there to try and pick up any seeking air mines to try and protect our healers in the middle of the base, guys. So we fire off that Warden ability. We're under fire from all kinds. We've got scatter shots, town halls, CC troops, Inferno Towers, X-Ways. Everything's raining hell on my troops. But we're still moving along, and look at old mate down here, putting along. We've got the Royal Champ coming in up top to support. We've got tornado traps slowing us down. Jumps beautifully placed for the Queen to get access to that. And boom. Look at this base is just wrecked at this point. My only real fear at this stage was a time fail because of these couple of structures here, because the Queen's going to go south, as you know. And yeah, I pretty much knew with the Queen's ability up the sleeve here, we're always getting through this one, guys. So again, this is my first try using it in the heat of battle in war. It went really well, super pleased. Always a bit nervous using new mechanics and troops and siege or whatever in a war scenario, because you want to give your best for war and your team. Alright, so as you see, boom, off goes our ability, and 3 stars, we are done. Love it. No, it's not. Haha, fooled you, we've got to get up there in time. Alright, there we go. Bing, bing, and bazinga. We are done. Great work. Alright, so we've got some more war attacks to do today. I won't be doing them live. I don't do live war attacks yet, guys. Mostly because I like to focus on what I'm doing when I'm doing a war attack. My team deserves that. War's going pretty well, as you can see. Oh, I do have... Yeah, what account was that? I haven't done anything at Town Hall 12 or 11 yet with this siege. I just haven't had time, guys. I certainly will. Obviously, this is a powerful siege unit, and it's going to be great across all Town Hall levels, I think. But I do have a couple I did on my baby 10 for shits and giggles last night, and it's a little bit of fun. Nothing special, but let's have a look anyway. It's my weakest Town Hall 10. This guy, my 13. Alright, so let's dive in and have a quick look. So as you can see, I've used these last two attacks. Again, nothing special, guys. These are just my baby 10. I've literally just put down Inferno Towers on this little guy. I was going to wait until my walls were finished, and I couldn't resist it. I had to do it. I had to get some extra defense up. Try and hold my own a little more on the war map, guys. Alright, anyway, let's jump back in there and we'll have a quick look. So what did I use here? Oh yeah, so I'm hitting a rush Town Hall 11. The loot was good, so I couldn't resist it, guys. So we're just going to zap out a heap of the air defense that's going to be likely to cause us pain. And then, what do we do? I don't remember. We'll find out together. Alright, that's right. King, support that with my queen. And then hopefully push in through this wall. Now it surprises me how long my king actually takes to get through this low level wall. He's so weak, he needs to go pump some iron, Kingy. So I fire off his ability just to get him to cut in there. Boom, get in, king. And then he makes up for his slowness because he gets some really good value. He actually gets around and gets this air defense, which is fantastic. So again, we got the little Flame Flinger. It is doing its job down here, as you can see. And we've got the main airstrike just pushing in over near this eagle. We want to get the eagle fast. As a Town Hall 10, we're terrified of eagles, so we try to destroy them very quickly. And that's probably our biggest threat, because the king's over here doing good work. He said, no, I'm not so pathetic. I can still pump this sword into this building. And he's doing a good job, because he gets it. Excellent. Alright, and look at the dragons we've still got, guys. I'm not even sure I lost any. I reckon this maybe one died. Like, that's just nuts. You're so rushed, dude. Stop upgrading your Town Hall, mate. Upgrade the rest of your base. You'll enjoy the game more. Trust me, guys. Don't rush. It's not worth it. Does nothing for the game. Boom, we're done. All right, and this way you don't have Pipsqueak coming up and kicking your ass, because that's just embarrassing, guys. All right, now we'll look at the last one. It's gonna be the final one for the video, guys. So once it's wrapped up, I'm out of here. I've got more attacks to plan. So let's have a quick look. We're not sharing it, we're just replaying it. Alright, so it's not a strong 10, but we're in it for the fun at this point. So we're just blowing up some air defenses again. Weakening up a few other structures with our quake, because we didn't need it to bring down the air defense. And here I try and get to this air defense here from a long way out, a little bit of support. The dragon and the loon there to try and support the Flame Flinger, and then a little baby dragon as well. Again, trying to speed up the progress of getting into this air defense, really trying to push my way in there. And then we've got the king and queen to support down south to help cut the funnel. And then we're just going to move all our air units into this area of the base, in behind this sweeper. And we're just going to overwhelm the base so quickly, it's ridiculous. So as you can see, we're ready to head in any moment. King's fired off his ability to charge in for that queen. That's our last ultimate goal, and now in we come. Bring it. Boom, bye bye air defense. And that's the moment I choose to go in, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So we've got one air defense protecting the base at this point. Like, are you serious? The base is done. We've got rage spells as well still to move into that one air defense very quickly. We've lost heroes, yes. But look what we've got left. Minions in the back to help shut this down because there's no air defense up the back, I noticed. This guy's still putting along. The 1,000,001 dragon still up. Is cactus. That's what I mean. This attack will work with everything, I think. Get in there, guys. Give it a try. Shout out to everyone about this video. Pretty sure I'm one of the first guys to get some really good content around this siege, so get it out there, get learning, use and abuse this troop because it's going to get nerfed, I guarantee you. It is way too strong. No, it's not. No, it's not Supercell. It's perfect the way it is. Please don't change a thing. We know that's not going to happen. Well, guys, what can I say? Thanks for watching this video. It was a fun one to do for you. It was a lot of fun doing those attacks yesterday to try and build up some replays and my knowledge on this new troop. Very excited to learn more about it. So look, stay tuned and thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.